I read 12 popular poets on allpoetry.com, and the question is, are they worth the hype? But first, sponsorship ad. I sponsor my own videos from the money I can find in my bank accounts and in my wallet. But if you want me to continue making those videos, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting, and also downloading the free ebook or buying the course. It costs like an electric kettle, not more than that. Only $150 for a course that teaches you how to beat a stage fright academically, practically, and scientifically. Thank you.
Okay, here's allpoetry.com website, and if you go to poems and you select famous, you get famous poets here. And Charles Bukowski is number one here, Bluebird. Now this poet is definitely worth a read because he is brutally honest about everything, and he just puts it the way it is. And you can get a lot of epiphanies from him, or satori's if you're into Zen Buddhism. Satori is like a short-term enlightenment. And here's his poem basically. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I say, stay in there. I'm not going to let anybody see you. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I pour whiskey on him and inhale cigarette smoke. And the whores and the bartenders and the grocery clerks never know what that he's in there. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I say, stay down. Do you want to mess me up? You want to screw up the works? You want to blow my book sales in Europe? There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too clever. I only let him out at night sometimes, when everybody is asleep. I say, I know that you're there, so don't be sad. Then I put him back, but he's singing a little in there. I haven't quite let him die, and we sleep together like that with our secret pact, and it's nice enough to make a man weep, but I don't weep, do you? So basically he talks about like a freedom of spirit here, like a joyous child that lives in everybody of us. And he symbolizes it with a blue bird that wants to play and sing, and he doesn't let it out because it's too happy for the reality of whatever he goes through. That's how I see it and interpret it. It's a poet number one. Second poet is Dylan Thomas. You have an SoundCloud audio track here of his poem, but I can read it myself, so no problem here. Do not go gentle into that good night. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men their end no dark is right, because their words had worked no lighting day. Do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave went by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in the green bay. Rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late, they grieve it on its way. Do not go gentle into the good night. Grave men near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes would blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the said height, or curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into the good night. Rage against the dying of the light. Well, here's an analysis of this poem. This poem is a powerful, moving plea fight against the inevitability of death. This is basically the main theme of this poem. Like, people age, turn old, have diseases, and then they die, vanish into the nothingness, leaving almost nothing behind them. And this poem is like a plea indeed to keep something after yourself, at least a piece of poem, at least some words. Okay, Billy Collins. Billy Collins is still alive, by the way, and he has a masterclass on masterclass.com on how to write poetry. I took it, it's pretty good. Here's his poem, Introduction to Poetry. Ask him to take a poem and hold it up the light, like a color slide, or press an ear against its height. I say drop a mouse into a poem and watch him probe his way out, or walk inside the poem's room and feel the walls for a light switch. I want them to water ski across the surface of a poem, waving an author's name on the shore. But all they want to do is tie the poem to a chair with rope and torture a confession out of it. They begin beating it with hose to find out what it really means. This poem is a metaphor for how people should approach poetry. Indeed, most of the poets are too scientific, too metered, too mathematical. I kind of share the same agenda with Billy Collins. You gotta be more spiritual about it, more soulful, more sensitive, rather than scientific. Good poem. Shakespeare, obviously. Shakespeare, let me not to the marriage of two minds. Yeah, drink first, sorry. Okay. Let me not to the marriage of true minds. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it's an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth unknown although his height be taken, loves not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass cone. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but it bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I never read nor no man ever loved. Well, it's an old school poem because it's a 16th century poet, William Shakespeare, one of the classical most successful poets of all time. And this sonnet celebrates the enduring nature of love, contrasting it with the temporary beauty of fragility of use. And this is basically it, yeah. Denis Levertov. This is his poem, or her. Denis Levertov. Was it her or him? Let's check. There's a remember significant words for the American. Her work. Yeah, it's her. Denis Levertov. I'd never heard about her before. It says here she used to be active during World War II. American poetry. Interesting. Don't lock me in the wedlock, I want marriage and encounter. I told you about the green light May, a veil of quiet befallen the down park, late. Saturday afternoon, long, shadows and cool. Air scent of new grass, fresh leaves, blossom of the threshold of abundance. And the birds I met there, birds of passage breaking their journey. 3 birds, each of a different species. The azalea breasted with round pole dark, the brindled, merry-mouthed, gliding one, and the smallest golden and gorse, and wearing a black valentine mask. And with them the 3 deuce hen-birds, feathered in tender, lively brown. I stood, I have hour under an enhancement, no one passed near. The birds saw me and let me be near them. It's not irrelevant I would be met and meet you, so in a green, airy space in all luck. It's a mishmash, it's too chaotic for a poetry. This poem explores the desire of free and fulfilling marriage as opposed to one that's restricted. I don't like this poem. It's not worth the hype. It's not worth the hype, definitely not, because it's a chaos. It's a mishmash. God knows what she means here. If you mean something, say it. Robert Frost is a classical poet, stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods. fill up with snow. My little horse must sing it queer, to stop without the farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells and shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds that sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promised to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. This poem evokes a sense of serenity and isolation as the speaker pauses in the snowy forest. Now, unlike Dennis, whatever her name was, Dennis Levertov, Robert Frost is quite straightforward. You can understand what he means, and you understand the setting, picture, and it is worth the hype. Unlike this poem. Let's see how many we got through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. John Masefield. Sea Fever. It's too long. I'm not gonna go through. Edna St. Vincent Millay. Okay, sonnet. What lips my lips have kissed. This is kind of funny. What lips my lips have kissed, and where and why, I have forgotten. What arms have lain under my head till morning, but the rain is full of ghosts, and I that tap and sigh upon the glass and listen for reply. And in my heart there stirs a quiet pain, for now unremembered lauds, and that not again will turn to me at midnight with a cry. Thus in winter stands an lonely tree, nor knows what birds have vanished one by one, yet knows its boughs more silent than before. I cannot say what loves have come and gone. I only know that summer sang in me a little while, that in me it sings no more. Well, it's also a straightforward poem, like it should be, explaining exactly what you feel. I like that. Whatever, Dennis Levertov. The poem employs a wishful and introspective tone, reflecting on past loves that are now forgotten. Well, we've all been there. Hold on, that Cummings. That's not very censorable, not very PG. If you forget me, okay, who is that? That's Pablo Neruda. I don't like this poet. I'm not gonna read him. Like Pablo Neruda, he's too crass. Alfred Lord Tennyson. Blow, bugle, blow. The splendor falls on castles' walls and snowy summits' olden story. The long light shades across the lakes, and the wild cataract leaps in glory. Blow, bugle, blow, said the wild echoes flying. Blow, bugle, answer echoes dying, dying, dying. Oh hark, oh hear, how thin and clear, and thinner, clearer, farther going. Oh sweet and far from cliff and scar, the horns of Elfront faintly blowing. Blow, let us hear the purple gleams replying. Blow, bugle, answer echoes dying, dying, dying. Oh love, they die in your rich sky, in your rich sky. They faint on hill or field or river. Our echoes roll from soul to soul and grow forever and forever. Blow, bugle, blow, said the wild echoes flying, and answer echoes answer dying, dying, dying. Okay, this poem's opening lines evoke a majestic panorama of nature with ancient castle walls standing guard over snow-capped mountains and shimmering lakes. The vibrant imagery conveys a sense of a grandeur and timelessness. The bugle's call echoes through a landscape, a symbol both summons and lament. Well, I don't understand the word bugle, so I'm going to translate it at Russian and see what it means, because Russian is my mother tongue, but I know English pretty well to write poetry. Okay, it's like a horn. Okay, blow, blow, bugle, blow. Okay, it's a poem. It's probably an old poet. Let's see when he was living during what period. Yeah, 19th century. 42 years. It's an old poetry. Okay, Du Fu, Breathing Water by Du Fu, Tu Fu, probably Chinese poet or Japanese, probably Chinese much. Du Fu famous term. Emperor Yao. Yeah, it's a Chinese poet in China. Let's read. I like Chinese poetry. It's pretty very philosophical, light-spirited. Brimming water by Tufu. Under my feet the moon glides along the river. Near midnight a gusty lantern shines the heart of night. Along the sunburst flocks of white egrets roost, each one clenched like a fist in the wake of my barge. The fish leap, cut the water, and dive and splash. Well, Chinese are very straightforward, and that's what I like about them. Like, if they have something in mind, they just put it on paper, and this is it. This is the point. Like, whatever happens outside, so around them, this is what's in the point. Like, that's the whole point. Like, it's very enlightening. Well, this is about it. I skipped some poets I didn't like, and they are not worth the hype. I don't like Pablo Neruda. I don't like this lady Denis Levertov poetry because it's a mess, it's a chaos, or it's too crass. The rest of the poets are pretty straightforward, and I like them. They have spirit, they have soul to their word. And Billy Collins, as Billy Collins said, poetry should be a product of your soul, not only of your mind. It should be heartfelt, and it should be an intuitive and logical dance, like, a cooperation. It should be intuitive and logical cooperation to write a poem, because when you write it with intuition and logics, it comes out with a lot of meaning and feeling in it. Well, this is it, I guess.
Well, okay, this is basically it. Those are the poets I read today, and there are 12. Some of them are worth the hype, some of them aren't. But like Billy Collins and Bukowski are go-to poets because they are modern, and you can understand them quite well when they are writing. And they have that balance between intuition and logics, and they put it into cooperation and produce their poetry. Well, Bukowski is long as gone, but Billy Collins is still alive. And there are some other poets. There are poets like me who write poetry today, and you can read my poetry. You just go and find Prockstem. You'll find lots of poems that I produced during the past years. And beside that, if you're looking for a course that will help you with a stage fright, there's a link below this video. It's called Breathe and Flow on wop.com. Great course. I really put a lot of energy into producing it, and it's worth the money. It's worth the money, definitely. And beside that, there's a video like here that you can see that explains all about the course, all the benefits, and all the questions you might have about it. It will explain in it. And well, this is it. Thank you for watching. Cheers.